So this is my little 2016 Street Twin getting ready to leave Ridgway, Colorado, and had a real nice trip here in Ridgway, staying at a friend's house. And when I was pulling her back into the garage right here to park her behind the owner's house, the owner's car, I thought I had the kickstand down doing all my maneuvering, and I had the kickstand up. So when I dropped her down onto the shift lever instead of dropping her on the kickstand. Now, she's got 25,000 miles on her, and I christened her pretty good. But what happened, I have the washers installed on my shift lever, so although I'm sure I bent the shift plate, I didn't really bend it real far. The washers really helped out, and it seems like I bent it just enough to create some drag in there. And you can kind of see I wired up a little pulley system to try to make the pedal come back to center. What was happening, I was able to ride the bike, but I had 4 up and 1 down. And what was happening, the pedal was not returning to center, so she wouldn't lock in, so that if I had gone all the way up to 5th gear, I could downshift to 4th gear, but it wouldn't come back up by itself to make the catch so that it was ready to downshift to 3rd gear, and so on all the way down to 1st gear. So what I wound up doing was, after I made more than one upshift, I would just flick the pedal up with my toe and get the linkage over top of the lock tab so that it was ready to downshift or upshift. And I mean, I could ride like that, no problem at all. Now, this thing didn't work at all because it's kind of like having 2 bent plates, because it's got a lot of drag on the side of my cover. So it doesn't want to balance things so that the pedal stays right at center. It's either too little or too much. But what might happen is, if you were on vacation and you had the problem where your plate belt bent so much that you couldn't get any reset, you might be able to hook something like this up, and it would pull it in the up direction. And now with it biased with this in the up direction, I get 4 down and 1 up. Either way, the bike is drivable with the bent plate. Like if you're on vacation, obviously it needs to be fixed. And I think probably the reason mine shifts so well is because I did the washer mod. In fact, I think there's even a potential that I'll be able to just pull this back out a 32nd with maybe a knock hammer, or, you know, a floor hammer, something. I'll just have to take a look at it when I'm home and see if it's reasonable, and if not, I'm just gonna pull the covers off it and do the mod, do the fix. Anyway, that's it for now.